Hello, welcome to Pure Pilates. If you've not exercised with me before, then check out my earlier video, How to Exercise Safely. Pilates is a very safe form of exercise, but if you've got any doubts at all, then consult your doctor or other health practitioner. Make sure that you've got a block and cushion available, or a cushion from your sofa, or a rolled up towel or sweatshirt, because at the end of this session we're going to do chalk circles and you need to be able to support your head so it doesn't drop down and hurt your neck. So checking you've got that nearby, ready for later. So starting with your feet hip width apart, your ankles are under your knees, under your hips. The crown of your head is lengthened to the ceiling. Roll your shoulders forward and around and put your blades down your back. There should be a slight give in your knee so it's not locked and pushed out behind you. And gently close your eyes and breathe. So far, so good. Bring yourself to right here, right now. And by that, I mean you're here in this moment and you're not thinking about what you've got to do later or any other worries. Put them to one side. This time is for you. So now engaging your core, so breathing into your belly. And as you exhale and your belly comes in, keep it there. And now you're breathing in and out of your ribs. They're going out sideways. Your belly's staying put. Good. Okay, opening your eyes now. So, floating arms, taking your arms up to the shape of a wine glass or a tulip. Your blades are down your back. You're actively pressing your shoulder blades down your back. So you're not lifting your shoulders up to your ears. They're pushed down. And then taking your arms down. So inhaling up, blades down your back. Exhaling lower. Inhaling up. Exhaling lower. Inhaling up. Exhaling lower. And last one. Inhaling up. Exhaling lower. Good. So now rolling forward onto your toes, lift your heels up and lowering down. Rolling forward, inhaling up, exhaling lower, inhaling up, exhaling lower. Challenge yourself a bit higher. Exhaling lower. Rolling forward, heels up. Exhaling lower. And pause. We're going to add those two exercises together. So ready? Rolling forward, heels up. Staying there. Taking your arms up. Blades down your back, remember. Taking your arms down. And lowering your heels. Rolling forward, heels up. Taking your arms up, blades down your back, arms down, lower your heels. Rolling forward, inhaling up, exhaling lower, lowering your heels. Last one, challenge yourself a little bit higher. Inhaling up, blades down your back, exhaling lower, and lower your heels. And now we're going to stand on one leg. So this is for your balance. So if you need to be near a bar back of a chair, holding on next to a wall, that's fine. So it's important to practice your balance. It deteriorates from the age of 30. Obviously, I need to practice it a lot. Okay, so we're going to lift our right leg. So core still in, rolling your foot forward and lifting your leg up. Good. And taking your foot down and rolling down. Other side, rolling that leg forward and taking it up. Good. And lowering down. Transferring the weight, rolling forward, leg up. And taking that foot down. Other side. Rolling forward. Taking that leg down. One more each side. If you've got one side worse than the other, you may want to do the next two on the same side. A lot of us are a bit more dodgy on one side than the other. So rolling the foot forward, lifting the knee up in line with the hip. And taking that foot down. Good. Other side or same, up to you. Good. And taking that leg down. Good, well done. Bring your arms up now to shoulder height. I'll stand sideways on. So you haven't rolled your shoulders forward. Your blades are flat across your back. You're still standing with your legs, knees and ankles in line with your hips. So we're going to practice a scapular glide. So you're rolling your shoulder blades basically. So inhale, as you exhale, you're rolling your shoulders forward, so you're reaching your hands forward, and then you're gliding your shoulder blades back, so now they're flat across your back. Inhale, and as you exhale, gliding the shoulder blades forward, inhaling back, exhaling forward, inhaling back. Exhaling forward, inhaling back. Last one, exhaling forward, inhaling back, and rest. And now we're going to do bow and arrow. So taking those arms back up, not rolling the shoulders, they're flat across your back. Inhale, as you exhale, you're drawing back the string on your bow, pulling your elbow alongside, and you're twisting to look over your shoulder. Your hips are still facing the front, so it's a spine twist. Inhale, and as you exhale, the arms coming back, facing front, other side. Inhale, and as you exhale, pulling the string back on your bow, look over your shoulder. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're coming forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, your arm comes back, keep your hips facing front. Inhale, exhaling forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, look over your shoulder. Inhale, exhaling front. And relax. You're going to go down to your mat now. If you've got the block and cushion, you can just lay down with your head on a small mat. I've just got to change my screen just slightly. My room's not big enough to get all of me in at once. So, you're laying down with your knees bent. Your feet are hip width apart, your shoulder blades are down in the mat. So you've not got your shoulders forward. Good. So you're going to find neutral pelvis, so your hips are level, so you're not arched in the lower back and you're not curved under. So you're finding the place halfway between those 2 points. Your hips are level, still got a slight curve in the lower back. Most people, unless you've got a flat back. Good. Pull in your core. Floating your arms up now, your shoulder blades are flat on the mat. So we're going to do that scapular glide that we did standing up. So inhale, and as you exhale, you're rolling your shoulders forward and pushing your hands towards the ceiling and lowering down with control. Exhaling up. Inhaling back. Exhaling up. Inhaling back. I've got to stop myself frowning when I push my arms forward. I don't know what that's about. Inhaling back. Exhaling up. Inhaling back. Exhaling up. Inhaling back. And one more. Good. So now your shoulder blades are flat on the mat. We're going to do backstroke arms. So keep your core in. Your torso doesn't move. It's just your arms. So inhaling, right arm up, palm up. Left arm down, palm down. Not to the floor, just above it. Exhaling, back to the start. Palms facing other side. Inhaling up. Exhaling back to the start. Inhaling. Exhaling. Keep going. Work with your breath. Check that your body isn't rocking. Nothing else is moving, just your arms. Good. One more each side. You'll finish with your left arm going back behind you first and come back to wait at the center with your palms facing. We're going to do windmill arms now. So this is still about shoulder mobility, but this time we're adding in coordination. It's quite funny in class to see some people. Okay, ready. Inhaling, right arm up, palm up. Left arm down, palm down. And now circle your arms around. So now your left arm's at the top and bring your hands back so they're facing. Starting again, inhaling, left arm up this time. Circling your arms around and back to the start. And now right arm up. So keep going, alternate your start arm. The rest of you isn't moving, it's just your arms. So good for the brain and your coordination, good for your shoulder mobility, and your core is there keeping your body stable. One more each side, finishing on the left. I've just got one to do on the left. Good, circling your arms. And back to the start. Good. And now you're going to open your arms to the letter T. Not right to the floor, just nearly there. And back in. Lowering your arms, keep your core in. Feeling this maybe in your upper arm. Shoulder strengthening exercise. Good. Last one. And back up. And lowering your arms down. So now straightening your legs away. Point your toes, lock your knees. Inhaling, arms over your head, full body stretch, stretch, stretch. We're going to roll up into seated. So exhaling, bringing your arms up, chin to chest, rolling up through your spine and coming up into seated. Good. Shifting back on my mat now. So putting your legs together in straight ahead. You're not going off to one side. Flex your feet. So now you've got to stretch down the back of your legs. Putting your hands next to you on the mat. So your core's in, you're looking straight ahead. Now push on your hands. So you're pushing yourself further up. So you're lengthening the spine and you're using your hands to give you a bit of strength, pushing you to increase that stretch just a little bit more. Okay. Now you're going to remove your hands, but your body's not going to sink down. So removing your hands and taking your arms up to the side, putting your palms up by rotating from the shoulder. And now we're going to take our arms backwards, blades together, and back to the side. Exhaling as you're pushing away, inhaling as you come back. Exhaling, this shouldn't be easy. Good. Keeping the length in your body, so your core's working hard, all the muscles strengthening, your spine working, and your arms, obviously. Good. And one more. Back to center. Okay, bring your arms back to shoulder width apart. We're doing that scapular glide again. So, rolling the shoulders, sliding them forward and back. Keep going. Have you sunk down? Stretch your spine. Good. Reaching forward and back. Reaching forward and back. Last one. Reaching forward and back. And lower your arms and rest. Good. We're just going to go back to that position and do one more exercise. So, putting your hands next to your hips and pushing your spine up, making you lengthen. Keep that core in. Removing your hands, not letting yourself sink down. Taking your arms back out to the side. And now we're going to do a spinal twist. So inhale, and as you exhale, you're twisting around. Your arms don't move position, it's your body. Inhale to center. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhaling around. Inhale to center. Exhaling around. Oh, inhale to center. I caught myself pulling a funny face. Don't be rude, it's not always funny. Good. Inhale to center. Last one this side. And now last one. Back to center. Lowering your arms and rest. Okay, coming over now to a box shape. So your knees are under your hips and your hands are under your shoulders. You're not dipped in the lower back and you're not arched. So your hips are in that neutral position, and just check that your shoulder blades aren't winged so that you've dropped down into your shoulders. So pushing the upper body up so it's flat across between your shoulder blades. Good. And now we're going to do that scapular glide again, but this time you're weighted, so it's going to feel slightly different. So inhale, and as you exhale, you're pushing those shoulders forward so your upper back is coming up higher, and then you're lowering down as the shoulders come back to neutral. So exhaling as you're pushing, inhaling, lowering. It's just your shoulder blades that are moving. or your body's following, but it's your shoulder blades that you're using. Good, one more. Good. And now tucking your toes under, we're going to do a box hover. So you're just going to lift your knees just an inch off the floor. That's 2.5 centimeters for those of you who are younger. So ready? Inhale. And as you exhale, you're just lifting your knees just off the mat. Keep that core in. Feel the strength in your shoulders coming down through your wrists. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're lowering down. Good. So that shoulder strengthening, lots of core. Ready? We're going to do another one. So ready? Inhale. And as you exhale, you're coming up. Hovering there. Breathe. Try and focus on the breath, not the pain. Shouldn't be pain, it's uncomfortable. Good, inhale, and as you exhale, you're lowering down. And if you're feeling that in your wrist, it could be because your wrists are a little bit weak. And if that's the case, by the time we get to the end of this session, you'll be fine. If they still hurt then, could be something else going on. Maybe you want to check it out. So ready, one more hover. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're coming up to the hover. Good. Breathing. Your neck is straight with the rest of your spine. Your core is in. Let's do one more breath. And lowering down. Good. Sitting back. Taking the weight out of your wrists. Maybe giving it some of that. Just to release your wrists off. Good. Coming down onto your side. You may want to lay with your arm up, with your little cushion on your arm to keep your head straight. Or if not, if you haven't got one, you can put your hands behind your head, straighten your legs down, and put the bottom legs slightly towards the front of your mat. So that's ahead of you. So this top leg is stretched away, and that is in line with your body. You can work with your hand in front of you, or on your hip, or even in the air. It's more challenging to your balance with your arm up. Obviously, with your hand on the floor, you're supporting yourself a bit. Ready? So you're going to bring that knee into your chest, and then you're pushing your heel away, as though you're pushing a great weight away. So you're pulling in and pushing away. Inhaling in. Exhaling away. Keep the core in. No rocking. Good. Exhaling away. Inhaling in. Exhaling away. Push. You're creating the resistance with your muscles. You haven't got a weight, but if you pretend you have, you're squeezing them and pushing them away. Good. And pushing away. And staying there. Point your toe. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Your core is in. You've got complete control. You're thinking, I love Pilates. This is fantastic. Good. What a great job I've got, eh? Good. And one more. Ooh, that's good. Lowering down. Bringing your knees in front of you. And now stick your elbow to your waist. And now you're going to rotate from the shoulder. Feel it in your shoulder. So the exercise is done later, but we're just doing half. So squeeze that arm back. You're not flaring in the stomach. Keep your core tight. Push. Feeling it there in your shoulder. I've got to make a face whenever I do this. Right. Good. One more. Good. Coming over onto your front and crossing your arms. So you're holding above your elbow on each side. And your elbows are under your shoulders. Your legs are hip width apart. And we're going to do a half plank. So keep that core in. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're lifting your hips now. So straight line from shoulder to knee. Oh, shaking already. Your head is straight with your neck. Caught myself looking down then. Breathing. Bit longer if you can. Good, lowering down. And you continue to roll over to your other side. But I'm going to twist around so I can face you. So, arm up or behind your head. Hips are stacked squarely. One foot towards the front of the mat. The other leg is in line with your body. Hand in front if you like, or on your hip, or up in the air. Keep that core in tight. So bringing your knee into your chest, flex your foot, and you're pushing away. Inhaling in, no rocking, exhaling away. Inhaling in, exhaling, pushing away. Inhaling in, exhaling, pushing away. Inhaling in and push like it's a great weight. Inhaling in and one more. Exhaling away, staying there, point your toe, lock your knee, keep your hips stacked properly. Lifting that leg and lower. Lift that leg. You know if you're stacked properly because your leg won't go up that high. So you can feel it hit your hip bone and then you lower. If you're not feeling that, you could be rolled back in the hip and then you can lift your leg even higher. Okay, so not doing that, bringing it up to hit the hip and lower. Lift and lower. No rocking. One more. Good. And bring your knees back in front of you. And now the other half of your dumb waiter. So you can keep your palm open. I think I have my fist closed on the other side. But having your elbow clamped to your waist. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're pushing that arm open. You're rotating from the shoulder and back in. So a bit of a focus on the shoulders and the arms in this session. Keep that core in. No flaring in the ribs. Exhaling, push when you get there. This strengthens your rotator cuff muscles. Oh. And one more. Good. And let's do another half plank because I know you like them. So you're holding above the elbow with each hand. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Your toes are tucked under. Ready? Inhale, and as you exhale, you're lifting up. Your body is straight. Legs are strong. Core, shoulders. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You're breathing into your ribs, remember? Because your tummy's pulled in. 2 more breaths if we can. Lowering down. Good. Straighten your feet out. So the tops of your feet are on the mat. And now take your arms away from you so your lower body lowers down and your forehead comes onto your forearms. Good. Okay, so now we're going to work on the lower back a little bit. So inhale, and as you exhale, you're lifting your upper body, but not your arms. They stay where they are, and then you're lowering down. Let's change the breath. Inhaling up, exhaling lower. Inhaling up, exhaling lower. Inhaling up. Try not to relax all your muscles when you lower down. Just hover above your arms. So your muscles in your bum and your legs are tense. You tighten them. So it's not all being released. Two more. Exhaling lower. Last one. Inhaling up. Exhaling lower. And rest. We're going to do the same again, but this time taking your elbows apart so your hands are one on top of the other. And now put your forehead on your hands, and you're going to keep your hands stuck together and stuck to your forehead. So you're lifting your arms as well as the rest of you, so your back's got to work harder. If you've got a dodgy lower back, you may want to stick with the first lot that we did and leave your arms on the floor. So ready? Inhaling up, exhaling lower. Inhaling up, exhaling lower. Keep your legs strong, your bum strong. Good. Inhaling up, exhaling lower. Inhaling up, exhaling lower. Keep going, work with your breath. This is strengthening your lower back and your middle back. Two more. Last one. And rest. Taking your arms around now and putting your hands on your thighs. So although we're going to exercise our lower back now, we're going to do that thing with our shoulder blades again. So you're looking down, your forehead's on the mat. Your shoulders are dropped forward, so they're kind of rounded forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're lifting your upper body up, pushing your shoulder blades together as you're pushing your hands down your thighs, and then you're lowering down, rounding your shoulders again. Try not to release there. Try and keep the connection coming up. Push your hands down your thighs and lowering down. Good. Pushing down your thighs and lowering down. Inhaling up, push. Exhaling lower. Two more. Up you come, push and lowering down. And last one. Good. Pushing those hands down your thighs and lowering down. and rest. We've just got one more exercise to do for our lower back before we take rest pose. So up we come again. Inhale, and as you exhale, up you come. And now you're going to take your hands out to the side. Taking your hands back down to your thighs, staying lifted, taking your hands out to letter T. Hands to your thigh, arms out to a T. You're still looking down. Take your arms out to the side, hands down, one more. Arms to the side, and back to your thighs, and lowering down with grace and control. Not thank God for that. Good. Pushing up now. Feet together, knees apart. Get that bum down onto your feet. Okay. And now your upper body down to the mat. So whenever you bend your back backwards like we've just done, you must always stretch it out the other way. If not, you could hurt your back. And as you probably know, this is a very good position for you if you've got lower back problems. It helps just to stretch it if it feels a little bit tight or sore. So now breathe in through your nose. And imagine you're taking the air to your lower back, and as you exhale, you're releasing the muscles in your lower back, releasing any tension there. Good. Coming back down to a half plank now, so holding above your elbows. We're going to straighten out one leg and then the other leg. So dropping down so your body is straight. You're looking down at the mat, feeling that strength in your shoulders, taking one leg in and away. One knee in and away. One more each side, taking your knee in and away. Other side, in and away. Good. Breathing in, lowering down as you're breathing out. It's a bit nasty putting another one of those in, isn't it? Okay. Coming over onto your back now. A little bit more for your core. So, your core's in, your hips are in neutral. Your shoulder blades are relaxed down onto the mat and your arms are by your side. So, taking one knee up to tabletop, knee above your hip, bottom half of your leg in a straight line with your knee, and now taking the other foot up. So you're in tabletop, relax your shoulders. Good, we're going to do a leg drop. So inhale, and as you exhale, you're lowering that leg down from the hip, not the knee. Tap your toe, inhaling up. Exhaling, dropping the other foot, tap your toe, inhaling up. Keep going, exhale as you go down, keeping your core in. It's nice to feel your core working if you want to put your hands there on your abdomen. Good. One more on the left. That's it, raising that knee. And now take your knees to your chest just to release your core. Good. All right, we're going to do another set of those. So, taking your legs back to tabletop and ready. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're taking your toe down to the mat. You're not dropping your knee. That's easy. You won't have as far to go. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Keep your core in. Inhaling up. Have you tensed your shoulders? If you are, you're compensating for your core, release your shoulders. It's better to learn a good technique, and then you can add to it. Going to do one more each side. Inhaling up, release your shoulders. Exhaling lower. Inhaling up, knees to chest. Okay, we're going to do both legs together now. So push your knees together. Knees still above your hips. Good, so we're going to lower. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. Don't let your back arch. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're lowering your legs down. Or inhaling up. Good. Exhaling lower. Just go as far as is right for you. Inhaling up. Exhaling lower. Inhaling up. Two more. Exhaling lower. Don't let your back arch. Relax your shoulders if you can. If you've got the shape, it's as good you're working hard. Good. Inhaling up. Knees to chest. Feet down. Good. Bringing your knees to chest, holding onto your shins or your thighs, but not your knees. It's not good to pull on your knees. And if you want to just rock, just loosen up. That feels nice. Good. Back to center. Right, we've done the hard work. Let's do the nice stretchy stuff now. So, you're getting your block and cushion or your rolled up towel. So you want to lay on one side and you're laying on your shoulder, not your shoulder blade. So you haven't pushed that arm forward. Right, put your head at the front of your block and cushion because you're going to roll your head. So you don't want to roll off the other side of it, else you'll get whiplash. Bring your knees up so they're at 90 degrees, one foot on top of the other. And now your palms are together. So these are arm openings now. If you're doing these for the first time, there is a bit of a knack to these. And some people, it takes them a little while to get it. Once you've got it though, you're there. It's like riding a bike. Ready. The important thing is that your hips are stacked one on top of the other and they're not going to move. Because it's like when you do the spine twist, you've got to keep your hips forward. So inhale, and as you exhale, you're opening the top up to 90 degrees, the top arm up to 90 degrees. Look at your hand. Right, lock the arm in the joint now and drop the joint down. And now you don't move that now. And now you're going to rotate from the waist. Look at the hand as it goes back. Good. Now I like to stay there and do a few breaths because it increases the stretch. And I can feel it down the back of my ribs. If you're taking your arm down to there, you're not doing it right. You should only be able to get it about halfway between that 90-degree angle. So just about 45 degrees if you're doing it right. Because you're not just moving your arm, you're moving your body. And you're closing it down. So we're going to do 3 more. So opening your arm up. Lock your arm in the joint, and now you're rotating from the waist. The arm isn't moving in the socket, so you're getting the stretch along your back. Oh, inhale. As you exhale, when tummy's rumbling, and lowering down. Again. Exhaling, opening up. Lock the arm in the joint, drop the joint. Rotating back, feeling the stretch in your side. Inhale, exhaling, closing down. And just one more. So, inhaling up. Good, rotating around. Stay in there if you want for a few breaths. And then inhale, exhaling, close. I like those. Good, now I'm going to do chalk circles. So reaching out with your top hand and putting your fingers on the floor. It's as if you've got a piece of chalk in your fingers and you're going to be drawing a circle on the floor. So keep your hand on the floor as you're taking your arm up over your head. Now go as far as you can. You want to complete the circle, but you can lift your knee and roll your hips. You're trying to keep your hand on the floor. If you've got to hover over the floor, then that's okay. But you're stretching. You can feel the stretch across the top of your chest and your shoulders maybe, especially if you've been driving or if you've been sitting at a desk on that computer. You're reaching out now, really stretch. This is all for shoulder mobility now. And also to stretch across the front of your chest. That feels good today. Last circle. You're stretching out. Biggest circle yet. Really stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach, reach, reach. You're going around. Good. Back across your hips to the front. Other side now. You can just roll over if you like. I'm going to face you. So remember, you're laying down with your face at the front of the block and cushion. Your arms are out, your knees are up. Your arms are stretched out in front of you. Good. Ready. This is the one where your hips don't move, remember? So they're stacked and they're staying there. So open that arm up, look at your arm, lock your arm in the joint and drop it down. And now you're going to rotate from the waist. Your hips are staying there. Remember your hand can only go, your arm can only go about halfway. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're closing down. 3 more. You can do it with me or in your own time. Rotating back, keep those hips still. Feeling the stretch. Inhale. And as you exhale, closing down. 2 more. Inhale. And as you exhale, opening your arms up to 90 degrees, lock your arm in the joint, drop the joint, rotating from the waist. Keep those hips forward. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're closing down. And last one coming up. So inhale. And as you exhale, you're opening your arm up, lock your arm in the joint, drop the joint, and you're rotating back. That does feel nice. Feel it in the back of your ribs. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're lowering down. Chalk circles now. Reach out with that top hand, trying to keep your fingers on the floor. You're taking your hands over your head and around in a circle. You can roll your hips and lift your knee, trying to keep your hand on the floor or as near to it as possible. Around you come, reaching, reaching, reaching. Stretching, feeling the stretch maybe in your armpit, across the top of your chest. And last one coming up, biggest circle yet. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Reach, reach, reach. Oh, that feels good. And back to the start. And now you're making yourself comfortable for relaxation. So laying down, Head on a little cushion if you like. Just allowing your blades to fall flat into the mat, and you're rotating your arms so your hands are palm up to the ceiling. Allow your fingers to relax, they'll curl slightly inwards. Relax your legs so you're allowing them to fall open from the hip, so your heels are closer than your toes. And gently close your eyes. And breathe. And now you've released your core. So when you're breathing in through your nose, you're taking the air down into your belly. And as you exhale, your belly falls. It goes back up through your chest and out your nose. So concentrate on breathing in that way. If you're finding that a bit tricky, sometimes it helps to put one hand on your belly, so between your pubic bone and your belly button, and maybe one hand on your chest so you can feel what's happening. So we were born breathing into our bellies. A lot of us learn or pick up bad habits to breathe a different way. You might take small, shallow breaths into your chest. Allowing your breath to find its natural rhythm. And just notice now as your body begins to feel heavier, as your muscles relax and sink down into the mat. Bring your inner awareness to your shoulders. By that I mean bring your attention, your whole attention there, as if you're looking at your shoulders from the inside of your body. And now, although you're still breathing into your belly, I want you to imagine that you're breathing the air into your shoulders. And that the air is swirling around and gathering up any tension that might be there, any tightness or aches and pains. And you're going to exhale, let all of those pains, tensions and aches away. So breathing in air that's magically relaxing your shoulders. Breathing away the tension and the aches. Each exhale, consciously relaxing your shoulders back down towards the mat. Breathing. And now taking the breath down to your belly. And enjoying this peaceful, blissful, relaxing feeling. Gradually bringing your awareness now back to the room. Maybe gently wiggling your fingers and your toes. Inhaling as you're taking your arms up over your head and having a nice full body stretch, stretch, stretch away. And exhaling down. Turning over onto your side. Keep your head down though. You've been laying down a while, so you might feel a bit giddy if you push up too quickly. Staying there for a few breaths. Okay, pushing yourself into seated. So sitting up now with your legs crossed, or if that's not good for you, because of your knees, with your legs in front of you. So you're sitting up straight, the crown of your head lengthened to the ceiling. Taking your arms up, inhaling. Exhaling, hands behind your head. Inhale, shoulder shrug. Exhale. Taking your arms up, pushing down and around. Bringing your hands to prayer. Bow. Hope you enjoyed that session. I feel energized now. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.